today with Miss Rachel. She's the boys' speech language pathologist, and we are in Tullahoma, and she's doing such a wonderful job working with them, and it's amazing how much both my boys have improved since they've been with her. And I just want you to know we really appreciate you working with them.
I appreciate that.
And I was wondering if it's okay if I ask you a few questions today.
Yes, bring them on.
Okay. How does speech language therapy directly impact the development of functional communication in nonverbal children with autism?
So, speech therapy, it has benefits for all ages, all different neurotypical and neurodiverse kids, but the children who are nonverbal and has some neurodivergent skills, it just helps them be able to function in their day-to-day life. And so what's important to you and what's important to the family and what's important to the child is what we try to work on so that they can functionally communicate, because it's not fair for them not to be able to have a choice.
Oh, I completely agree. And also, what are the long-term outcomes for the children with autism who receive early intervention or early speech language intervention versus those who don't?
Yeah. So the sooner you get in, the better, just because it allows you to show them the different ways, whether it's sign language, whether it's PECS, whether it's an AAC device, or their voice, or a combination of all of them. It gives them enough time to figure out which one's best for them, or a combination of the both, or however many. And so yeah, the ones that start earlier, we have a little bit more time, but the ones that start later, we also try to meet them where they're at and try to get them as functional as possible as soon as possible.
And I like how you said that, because I feel like it's never too late to get your child with with a therapist, because you just can't, they really focus on the early intervention.
Yeah.
But, and it's very important, don't get me wrong, but it's never too late. We're always learning, and
we're a lifetime learner no matter what we are.
I completely agree.
Wherever stage we are in life, we are lifetime learners.
So, I mean, even if your child's over the age of 5, it's still okay to bring them in.
Yep.
Okay? And she does a wonderful job, and she worked at Special Kids for years, Miss Rachel, and she's got a whole lot of time spent on this. So also, how do you help children move from using PECS or the AAC device to spoken language? I know that's not always something that can be done, but
if it's something that the child is capable of doing and wants to do, see, that's the big thing. Is the child motivated for that speech? And are the neurons firing at the same time? There's a lot going on when you're talking about speech and when things don't work or they do work.
Right.
But from moving from one to another, it's motivation. Like, are you motivated to ask for that movie? Are you motivated to ask for that chicken nugget? Are you motivated to say, hey, stop that, brother? you know? So we just kind of move on from one thing to another with the motivations and changing of, like, age, what's appropriate for them, what do they love, what do they not love, because a motivation is, hey, stop, or I don't like that. So you can move from different stages with the different things that motivate the child, or adult, or teenager.
Okay, I love that. In what ways does improving joint attention, turn taking, and play skills through speech therapy lay out the foundation for social success?
Yes, I love that question. Okay, so joint attention, obviously you and I have joint attention right now.
Right.
We're talking about the same thing. So if a child really loves a certain toy, then play with that toy, play beside them, play with them, and it shows them that communication is between two people.
Right.
Teenagers, I mean, goodness gracious, they love their phones and their tablets. Go ahead and play a game with them and be on a team. And adults, like, they might like to talk about their grandchildren. And so you pull up pictures of kids and they start talking about that. It just influences the basic part of communication. Turn taking, your opinion, my opinion, our perspectives. It's just how we live in day-to-day life, being able to interact with with more than just one person. And then what was the other one? Turn taking.
And play skills.
Play skills, yeah. Just being able to do the, like, let's build it up or put it on. So spatial, where you are in life. And that also carries on with the teenagers and the adults too. Like, where are you in space?
Right.
So, yeah. And sequencing is also one of the biggest ones I like to do because it helps with jobs. Like, I feel like anyone and everyone who wants to have a job, even children and adults that have special needs, if they can sequence an event or an activity, then they can sequence it in a job and be able to participate in the workforce too, if that's what they desire. So I think sequencing is also a big thing too.
I do too.
Yeah.
I think that's very important. Okay, I've got one more question
Please
for
do.
you. Okay. How does speech therapy support emotional regulation and reduce frustration related to behaviors in children with autism?
Yes. Oh, I love that one. Okay, so I have also been trained in behavior modifications, and so that's what you run into when a person can't tell you what they want or what they need. Then frustration is going to happen, and then behaviors are going to happen. And you do that as an adult, like even a neurotypical person. If you can't say what you want, if you took away the voice, if you took away your hands and I wasn't able to speak to you, there's frustration. So if you give them an outlet, if you give them choices, if you give them pictures, if you give them time to process and then be able to give them a choice, you take away the frustration and in turn lessens the behaviors. So if you see that someone is getting upset, then take a moment, breathe, and see what happened before. Are they not liking their shirt that they put on? Are they not liking what you put in front of them as far as food goes? Or are they wanting to sit by mom and not dad? That's hardcore part of communication. Let them choose that, and then you see the behaviors go down. Yeah.
That's a wonderful answer.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine how frustrating it would be to not be able to communicate, and I just think the speech therapy helps so much with that. So I want to thank you for letting me talk to you.
Yes.
And I appreciate everything you've done for my boys.
Well, they're a joy. I really appreciate it.
If somebody watching wants to reach out for therapy service, how can they reach you?
Oh, reach me personally.
Yeah.
Rachel D, the SLP, at gmail.com. You can email me and make an appointment, and I'll call you. Also, just wherever you are, no matter if you're in Tullahoma, if you're in Nashville, just if you think that a speech therapist would help you, please contact one. You can see a world of difference on how you communicate with your kids, and your kids get to communicate with others. So,
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.